Okay, listen, pay attention. I woke up this morning. I found the street deserted. I asked, what is happening? They said, courtesy of history. On this day, on the 30th of May, 1967, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu, the People's General, declared the Republic of Biafra. I said, they said, but wait, he never did that on his own. I said, whoa. They said, yes. They said, it was after Yakubu Gowon refused to sign the Aburi Accord that was signed in Aburi by the president of Ghana, Joe Accra, that Ojukwu returned and screamed, Aburi must stand. And then he called for a meeting, a consultative forum that featured the heads and chiefs of the 20 provinces that makes up the old eastern region. And then, after 2 days, closed door indoor meeting, they mandated, pay attention to the words they used. They said, they mandated Ojukwu to declare the Republic of Biafra. And he did that on the 30th of May. And because of that, today, there is no movement in the states that constitute what is known as the Biafran nation. I was shocked. Listen, I know that some of you, or rather some of us, don't like the idea of them celebrating this Biafra. And I share in your tantrum. Reason being that if we allow these people to be celebrating Biafra every 30th of May, there is every tendency that they will want to build up this agitation again, that they will want to rekindle that light and go back into the fighting of what their fathers fought on that year. I share in your sentiment. But let us look at it from this other side of the coin. If we tell these people not to celebrate this Biafra, it's as good as telling them to forget their fallen heroes, to forget about their fathers. Telling them not to celebrate Biafra is like building a house on the bleak of emotionalism that cannot stand in an ocean of rationalism. Because when the wound heals, the scars remain to be a witness of how the wound was gotten. Because when the fire finished burning, the ashes will remain to be a witness of the smoke. You can't beat a child and tell him not to cry. When the war was over in 1970, because it was fought for 3 years, between 1967 and 1970, Yakubu Gowon brought out 3 R's: reconciliation, reconstruction, and rehabilitation. But those 3 R's were never established. Yes, there was no rehabilitation because the people that fought the civil war are still in bitterness. Their mind is still in pains. There was no reconciliation. Yes, the civil war is over, but the people that fought the war are still enemies of themselves. Anger and tantrum is still being bottled up. There was no reconstruction because everything that was destroyed in the war were built by individuals, not built on the platter of the federal character scheme. No, it was not built. So the R was never established. You see, we must be careful because everything that led to the past event is still repeating today. What you should have done is to make sure that it's reconciliation, make sure that it's rehabilitation, make sure that it's reconstruction. But you did not do that. What you did was to take history away from school so you can point them away from the truth and keep them in the dark. But you see, you cannot keep the truth hidden for so long. Very now or then, someone will dig it out. Someone will dig it out. This is telling you that war is not a good thing. War is not a good thing. But listen, Nigeria is not the only country that has fought a war. No. You see, the First and the Second World War was not fought in Africa. In fact, to be pontificating, the Spaniards fought a war. The Basques, the Catalonians and the Franco men, they fought a war between 1936 and 1939. Yes, but every now and then, the Spanish government allowed the Catalonians to celebrate their fallen heroes. You see, You might think that if we allow these people to be celebrating Biafra every 30th of May, that is going to bring up this agitation. But you see, what is more dangerous is when we allow these people to be quiet, because a quiet man is a dangerous man. We should let them to express themselves. You cannot stop them from celebrating their fallen heroes. What we, the technocratics, will not tolerate is when that celebration becomes disastrous. But if they should be allowed to celebrate their fallen heroes, you have to allow them to celebrate their fallen heroes. We have to be sympathetic as human beings, as Africans. We have to be sympathetic. They should remember their fallen heroes. It is a picture that is in their heart, which they will tell to their children of what war caused and what made the war to come and whom they are. Let them be. Let them be. Be free of this negative ethnicity. Be free of ethnic bigotry. Let the people who identify themselves to be in the Biafran region, in West Africa, in Nigeria, let them celebrate. And we, in other parts of Africa, we hear your pleas. Africa, wisdom is the principal thing. This video was never made or meant to cause this integration of the Nigerian people. No, but to exonerate and pontificate truth in its absoluteness. I love you, Africa. Irrespective of where you are, I love you. And that is why I am giving you a free book. Go to my BIU. You will see a WhatsApp contact there. WhatsApp it. Tell it you need a book on history. Tell it you need a book on politics. And book will be given to you to wisdomize and enlighten your mind. Because it's a mind that does not read, does not expand. Because reading is a mental calisthenics. Make sure you request for the book. The link in my bio is for my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright? I need you there. Remember, Africa, wisdom is the principal thing. Aha!